Hey Trish, John Witt here, and I promised you this video on marketing strategy made simple. So it took me a minute to put it together. I apologize for that. Anyways, I'm going to launch into it real quick. I think this might be valuable for your customers. I think because it's going to cover some of what it is that you do from a marketing standpoint, but also what is it that they need to focus on to have an effective system, a marketing strategy system that delivers the results that they want all the time. So I'm going to switch to the slideshow here if I can figure out how to do that. All right, marketing strategy made simple. Going to minimize my little image picture over here on the end. Really, I got this out of there's a book called the One Page Marketing Plan. I've taken it and expanded it a little bit to hopefully bring some more clarity to most people. And it's really a 10-step program. All right, so my background, I'm a rapid growth coach. You know that. I've worked with small businesses for the last 11, 12 years to transform their results. That's it. And what I've found in my career is that this marketing and communication system, because at the end of the day, it's really all about communications. This marketing system process is what holds back a lot of small businesses, almost call it the vast majority of small businesses. And I spent 30 years in the multi-billion-dollar corporate space. And back in 2010, I left that to start my own practice. And I really wanted to bring big business tools to small business. And I learned a lot of things in those first few years. First off, the small business mindset is really a different animal than the big corporate mindset. But in addition, really got clarity on what was holding small businesses back more than anything else. It's people and it's communication, and marketing is nothing but communication to the right people. So we're going to talk about the marketing plan essentials, and there's 9 elements, and there's a plan, and the plan being what's your plan for leveraging these 9 elements effectively, and how are you going to track and manage that data so that you can continue to get better. We use the Kaizen system, Kaizen, Japanese term for constant, incremental, and continuous improvement, getting a little better every single day. All right, so the marketing execution plan, it starts with prospects. Prospects then turn into leads, and leads turn into customers. So there's 3 primary components, and there's 3 subsets to each component. All right, so prospects, and then the prospect components, avatar, message, and reach. The lead components, capturing leads, nurturing leads, converting leads into customers. And then the customer components are really all about serving those customers, growing the relationship between those customers, and creating referrals. So these 9 steps, these are all key components to a marketing execution plan, a strategic marketing plan. All right, so we talked about prospecting first. Really, the first big secret is that people typically want to buy from you, but they don't know how to find you, and they don't know if you're right for them. And we've all made bad buying decisions. So we start with essential element number 1, which is prospecting, and it's really your target market. And defining your niche. What is that? That's really an important component. The way I like to look at this is who most benefits from your products and services. Right? Now, maybe everybody can benefit from your products and services, but the people that most benefit from your products and services are the most likely ones to buy your products and services. And that's who we want to market to, because marketing costs time and it costs money. So let's market to those people that are the best. If somebody comes knocking on your door and says, hey, I want to buy your services, you're more than welcome to serve them, but you're not going to spend time and money in marketing to that particular organization. There's just not enough time and money to serve everybody. And so in the target market, we look at things like the problems that the target market has, the value that they bring to the marketplace, and then we design avatars, right? All of the demographics and the specifics that are associated with these, because this is what we're going to use to help define our marketing plan. So we create our target market. And then once we've had that target market, then we're going to talk about messaging. And really, this is the message that is going out to the target market that is going to compel them to want to make a phone call or engage or create a relationship with you and your products and services. So the messaging, totally important. And again, this is that communications component. We have to compel them to response. And we have to get them, we're going to answer the question about why they should buy, and we have to answer the question about why they should buy from you. Those are the two things that the messaging has to really connect. And this is where your messaging also, describes your understanding of them, the avatar, their pain, their fears, their wants, their desires. The more effectively you describe that avatar, the more actively they connect and engage with you. So the second stage is messaging. Really going to capture mind share. It's about standing out. Differentiation is certainly very important. And then ultimately crafting an offer, something that will compel them to engage. So once we've done messaging, now we're looking at reaching your target markets. When you have this niche, you know how to, if you can minimize your expenses, you can minimize your efforts, rather than just a broad awareness and trust campaign. How can I reach out to that marketplace more effectively? And I like to use the fishing term. The avatar is the type of fish that you want to catch. The messaging is the sort of the bait or the lure, right? The attraction element that you want to present to that. And then the reaching it is like, where are they hanging out? How do I get to decide? How do I get my message in front of them effectively? So where are they? Channels to connect. There are lots of different channels to connect, one of which is your system and your model. And then is there a media strategy of some sort that would really connect in with this particular marketplace? It's really important that we understand, how do we get our message, our compelling message, to the right target, right? So then, we talk about leads. So then we've delivered the message to the right target. And the key to leads is that most people don't buy on the first offer, right? We want to capture those leads. And basically, we're just asking people to raise their hand and say they're interested. Some people will buy, and that's great. Those will become quick customers. But some people won't buy, and they'll only buy over time. They're not ready to buy right now, but at some point in the future, they might buy. And as long as you can position yourself as an authority, an expert in the field, that you're the right resource for when this time comes to buy, then you can capture their interest, and then you can put them into sort of a lead generation system that identifies buyer readiness, and ultimately, a system that allows you to capture those leads, stay in touch with those leads, connect with those leads, stay engaged with those leads. Now, I use a very simple monthly inquiry analysis report. This is a spreadsheet, but there are tons of systems out there that do this kind of stuff as well. One way or another, you got to keep track of this stuff. You got to keep track of these, because most people don't buy on the first offer. And because they don't buy on the first offer, we've got to find a way to stay in touch with them. So the next step, the fifth step in the process, is lead nurturing, right? How do I stay connected with these people so that when they are ready to buy, they call us, they make a decision with us? Lead nurturing for you, for example, in your system, you've got an advertising magazine. One ad, 1 month, one time is not going to be it. We're going to want to present that information more frequently to let them know that we're out there. But in addition to that, once they've raised their hand and they've said they're interested, and we've created a relationship and we have engagement, then we want to create another way to stay in touch with them. And in some ways, it's very simple. You could send out birthday cards, anniversary cards. You could send out an email. You could send out a newsletter. There's any number of different ways that you could try to do it, but we want to stay in touch with a lead nurturing system. And it's just because the sales cycle doesn't happen instantly. This is our follow-up model, right? And we're going to need some sort of a marketing infrastructure that lets us know and keeps track of, how we're connecting with these people. How often are we touching them? And we can actually build stats and metrics about how frequently we need to make touches before the people turn into customers. So we got the lead nurturing system going on. Ultimately, we have to have some sort of a sales conversion. So at some point, we want to make them an offer, an opportunity for them to invest their first dollar with us, because we know that once you cross that bridge of investing the first dollar, the second dollar is a lot easier. That decision to engage with a dollar, which is a big decision-making point, is really important for the buyer. And once they've made that decision the first time, it's a lot easier for them to make it the second time. And ideally, what we're going to do is we're going to make our sales conversion process as easy as possible. So we're going to focus in on positioning, why we're the best, why we're the right source, why they should buy from us. We're going to talk about commitments, and maybe it's just a small commitment originally. And then we're going to talk about winning offers. And winning offers are those things that are so obviously valuable. You know, it's a 10 or a 20 or 30 to 1 conversion rate on the value of this thing. And it, you know, you have to put this package together, but you want to put together a winning offer so that it's a no-brainer. It's very simple for them to make a decision to invest that first dollar. And of course, you'll have to have a way to keep track of this. So I use a sales priority analysis report. Again, there's tons of systems out there. I just use a spreadsheet because it's easier for most people to pick up a spreadsheet, especially in the small business world, than it is to learn a whole new system. But if you already got a system, you can certainly use it. Now, once you've got a customer that has, once your prospect has invested that first dollar, then they are a customer. They've bought something for you. And we want to make sure that we deliver an amazing experience. So people that love you want to help you. So if you're doing and delivering amazing, terrific value, then they're going to want to do more. And your job is to wow them with some sort of a world-class experience. Now, this is after they become customers, but this serves the referral system, the referral market. It serves the ability to grow this relationship with the customer, and then it serves the referral marketing system as well. So in your world-class experience, right, remember that you got to have 4 key systems. One is a marketing system, one is a sales system, one is a fulfillment system, and one is an administration system. It's the power of systems. So when you have really dialed in systems to deliver your services and products, then you can deliver a wow experience for your customers, right? So we want to deliver wow. A lot of time there's some innovation, and what we're really trying to do is creating some raving fans. So we would take a look at the 8th step. And you know, these last 3 steps, again, once they're customers, then we talk about how do we grow the relationship, right? So we start with our awareness and our interest and our desire, simple sales funnel that you see up here. And then they make that purchase, that first dollar, that first purchase. And now we're going to be supporting them effectively with wow service. We're going to build loyalty, and then we're going to create advocacy. This is where we create referrals, right? And we want to drive more value. We want to get more out of this relationship than that first dollar. But we're going to give them amazing services. We're going to give them, you know, remarkable value, which is why they want to stay a customer of us, right? So that this leads to follow-on sales, right? Leads to cross-selling and upselling. They might buy some more products and services because we did such a great job with that first one. But then we also have to understand the client lifecycle, making sure that we're leveraging and managing that lifecycle effectively. And ultimately, we're looking at this thing called orchestrating referrals. Now, referrals, most people, they're just spontaneous, but we don't have to wait for referrals. We can orchestrate referrals. We can create a loyalty program. We can create a bonus program or a system that allows us to encourage our customers to give us referrals. Now, again, if we've done a wow job, then they're going to become raving fans. And if we've given them more and more and more and more valuable service, then they're going to be more than willing to serve us from a referral perspective, right? And we can always say, hey, Mr. Customer, you know, it's been so great working with you. If you know someone who's in a similar situation to yourself, we'd love to give them a gift. We'd love to connect with them. We can create and orchestrate a referral system. This is really all about client acquisition. And remember that referrals are the least expensive client acquisition system. You didn't have to pay any marketing. You didn't have to do anything for that. This is where you're going to get your recurring information, your recurring revenue. But ultimately, what you want to do is create a system for orchestrating referrals. So that's the 9 steps. And sort of as a recap in a funnel, right? We've got the prospects, avatar, message, and reach. We've got leads, capture, nurture, convert. Once we convert them, then they become customers. And then we serve those customers. And then we grow that business. And we orchestrate referrals, right? So every one of these steps, the course that I teach has detailed activity based on creating avatars, message, reach, capturing, nurturing, converting, serving, growing referrals. This is the system and the model, along with my spreadsheet system that allows them to kind of keep track of all of these kinds of things. just let you know that anytime, if you have somebody in your group or somebody in one of your customers that would like to explore this a little further, it's a free call. It looks like this. It's a rapid change call, and it's basically getting clear on your vision. And there's no selling in this particular call, by the way, right? I'm just helping, but helping people get clear on their vision, what's important, what's valuable, how to uncover hidden obstacles that are in the way. And here's what happens. It's 1 hour or less even. But when you get that clarity on your vision and you uncover the obstacles and you know what you need to do, then your energy and your inspiration shifts dramatically. Whether you decide to make a decision to go engage my services or not, I'm willing to offer this to your clients any particular time. I know this says 2020 because I built this last year, but it's 2021 as well. So I hope this helps, and I look forward to your feedback. Right? When you make the right moves, winning gets a lot easier. As a chess player, I know that for a fact. All right, take care. All right, so that's it. Very simple. Marketing strategy made simple. I hope it's helpful. Hopefully your clients enjoy it. If they need anything from me, then I'm certainly available. You can certainly give them my information. And again, I look forward to your feedback on this. Take care.